Hello, we're back. Okay, we're still talking about the endocrine system, which is chapter 24 in your Salvo book. We went over the hypothalamus already. We went over the anterior and the posterior pituitary, which are both located in the diencephalon of the cerebrum. Okay, they're up there in the center of the brain. Now we're going to talk about some other glands and what they are doing. Okay, so first one we're going to talk about is the pineal gland, okay, or pineal, depending on how you say it. Pineal gland has one job, okay. It is also located in the diencephalon along with the hypothalamus and the anterior pituitary, okay. Its job is sleep, okay. It regulates your sleep cycle. It tells your brain when it's time for bed, okay? So it makes melanin. No, sorry. Wrong system. Melatonin. Okay, some of you have heard of the word melatonin before. They actually sell it as a supplement in the grocery store or in CVS, places like that. It helps you fall asleep. It is not a sleeping pill. It does not keep you asleep, okay? It just triggers your pineal gland to say, hey, it's time for rest. Let's get going, okay? The problem is we don't listen to our pineal gland very often, and we push through and we end up staying up way later than we need to thanks to our electronics. So listen to your body. Okay, around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you might feel a little sluggish, a little tired. That's the body telling you it needs to rest. So take a 10-minute cat nap. It will make a world of difference because, you know, your brain is doing a lot of work. The pineal gland helps keep it on track. So it releases melatonin somewhere around between 7 and 9. Okay, everybody's sleep cycles are different. For those of you who know me, you know I'm a night owl and I usually don't go to bed till midnight. But if I hit the 8:30 mark and I actually listen and go to sleep, that would probably be my normal sleep cycle. But if I miss that window, then I'm up till whenever, all hours of the night. So diet can affect this. Okay, if you eat a lot of high sugar, high carb diet, you don't fall asleep when you should because your sugar intake is making your body go a little crazy. And you're also making your pancreas work extra. So after dinner, try not to snack on any sweets or soda, anything that's going to elevate that sugar a little bit because it'll mess with this gland. Okay, again, melatonin, it is for your sleep cycle. Okay, of course they all tell you 8 hours is the ideal time to sleep, but really we can function on between 6 and 8 hours if we're napping. So take that afternoon siesta. Okay, this is also again found in the diencephalon of the cerebrum. Okay, also known as your third eye of intuition. If you study Reiki and chakras, the pineal gland is up here. This is your third eye, connects you with your universe. Okay, so trust your instinct on that one. Okay, we talked about the thyroid gland in our last video. Let's go back to the parathyroids. They release a hormone called parathyroid hormone, or PTH. Parathyroid hormone. Pretty easy to remember. They put out parathyroid hormone to decrease calcium storage in bones. You may say, Miss Mack, that's a bad thing. Why would we want less calcium in our bones? Isn't that supposed to keep us strong? Yes, but sometimes when the thyroid has put out too much of its hormone, thyroxine, T3 and T4. So triiodothyronine and thyroxine, it needs a little calcium to shut that off. So the calcium will be sent to also help muscle contraction. It'll be sent to help the kidneys. So calcium is a big part of our body system function. So make sure you're getting some calcium in your body, not just necessarily from milk. Calcium comes from vegetables like spinach, kale, dark leafy greens, and you can always take a supplement. So calcium is important. It does keep your bones strong, but it also aids in other systems of the body. Okay, so let's just go back to the thyroid for a second. T3, T4 hormones. Okay, again, regulates metabolism. So keep using your iodine. And it also increases calcium output in the body. Okay, so the parathyroids sort of work to shut off the thyroid output. Okay, they work together. So if you look at the picture of the thyroid in your book, it sort of looks like a little butterfly. On the posterior side is where the parathyroids sit. Okay, so there's 4 little glands right here that help with the calcium storage. Okay, so if your thyroid has to be removed for any reason, such as cancer or damage, your parathyroids will go as well, and your calcium input and output will have to be adjusted through medication. Okay, some people take Synthroid, some people take other things, but they'll usually put you on a calcium supplement as well. Okay, so parathyroid, pineal gland. Get rid of that. Okay, we come back to the thymus. We said the thymus is also part of the lymphatic system. So it is both a gland and an organ. Okay, it's a gland for the endocrine system, and it's an organ for the lymphatic system because it contains white blood cells. Okay, white blood cells. So the thymus is a gland in the endocrine system because it matures those white blood cells. Try to keep my handwriting from getting sloppy. So where do white blood cells come from? Do you remember? From the skeletal system? They come from the yellow bone marrow in the medullary cavity of the actual bone. So those cells kind of leave the skeletal system, come up into the thymus, which again is right here. They hang out and mature, and as the adaptive immune system needs them, they call them out and they help battle. Those are your T cells, right? We'll go back into that in the immune system. Okay, so the job of the thymus is to get those out. All right, hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay, they make 2 hormones, thymosin, and I can't say this one. Hold on, let me spell it first. Thymopoietin. Did I spell that right? Thymopoietin. Okay, good. So this stimulates T and B cells to be produced. Okay, thymosin is T cell development. Okay, I'll give you a minute to write those down. Can you see them? Let me shift out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, so thymosin is T cell development. Thymopoietin stimulates T and B cells to be released. Capiche? Okay, beautiful. All right, let's go back a little bit to our adrenal glands. Okay, adrenal glands are on the kidneys. Okay, so each kidney has an adrenal gland on it. If you look at your book, you will see a picture of that. They look like the kidney is wearing a little Santa hat. It's very cute. They make a couple of different hormones, but there are hormones on the outside layer of the kidney and the inside layer of the kidney as well. Okay, so you have, again, cortisol, aldosterone, adrenaline, you have epinephrine, and norepinephrine. Okay, again, these are all your stress hormones. Now, sometimes the nervous system will hijack here because, again, remember the endocrine system versus the nervous system. The endocrine system is slow, right? It's more regulated. Nervous system is fast, right? Got to get the message through. Okay, sometimes in our stressful situations, we need to get out of someplace quickly. The nervous system will hijack the endocrine system and be like, go, 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 right? It gets the muscles fired up, gets the heart pumping because it's got to get out of someplace pretty quickly. Once that thread is over, the endocrine system will come back and say, okay, give me back my body, please. And it'll start to go back into rest and digest a little bit. Okay. So just remember, anything with adrenal glands are stress related, okay? If you look in your book, you will see a picture of that. There's the cortex of the kidney, and then the inside is the medulla. Each one of those produces different hormones, okay, which is one of these. Okay, moving on to the pancreas. Okay, go find the pancreas in your book. Okay, it's usually over by the liver and the stomach. The pancreas is responsible for two things. Okay, it has alpha cells and it has beta cells. Okay, the alpha cells secrete glucagon, which is basically glucose, glucagon. So here we are increasing sugar in the body. And then your beta cells secrete insulin, which decrease sugar levels in the body. Okay, so when you are hungry or need nutrition, your body will shoot out some glucagon to raise up your sugar level and boost energy. But if you've already eaten, your body sends out some insulin to bring that sugar level down. Because again, remember, what is the body like? Homeostasis. It wants to be on an even keel. So if there's too much sugar, it needs to bring it back down. In pathology, we'll get into diabetes 1 versus 2 and see how that pancreas can sometimes go haywire and either not produce enough insulin or the cells are not absorbing the insulin, okay? So just know that glucagon shoots up your sugar and insulin will decrease your sugar, okay? Easy. Okay. let's go into heart hormones. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so we'll just go over the reproductive side and then we're pretty much done with this system. Okay, so you have ovaries in women and testes in men. Okay, both of these are known as gonads. So a lot of times we think that gonads mean testicles, but they really don't. Gonad is just the reproductive organ to that gland. Okay, so ovaries, you have, again, estrogen, progesterone, and even some testosterone. Okay, we don't have a lot of testosterone in our bodies, okay, but it gives us our sex drive, believe it or not. So we do have a little bit of testosterone in there. Then the testes produce pretty much, can you see that? That's kind of light. Hold on. Sorry. Oops. Testosterone. Okay, and what that does is it matures the sperm. Okay, when we go through the reproductive system, you'll see how that all works. But that hormone actually matures the sperm, gets them ready to come out and fertilize and do what it's supposed to do. Okay, again, it also can help change your voice from very high to very low. Okay, we know that guys go through that awkward phase around 13, 14, 15, where they talk like Mickey Mouse and then all of a sudden they're talking like Barry White. If you don't know who Barry White is, go look him up. Okay, so it also helps start to grow facial hair, chest hair, sometimes back hair, okay, all due to testosterone. Now, many times you've seen the commercials where the ex-football player is promoting his medication, okay, for aging guys. It's usually testosterone because as you age, just like in women, your testosterone level will drop and your sex hormones slow down a little bit. So they think by replacing it, you're gonna stay manly forever. It doesn't happen. So save your money. Okay. Testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and men, believe it or not, do have some estrogen as well, just not a lot. Okay, so that's how they get in touch with their feminine side. All right, so thank you for joining us for this lesson on the endocrine system. Please go back and rewatch this as many times as you need to. Read your book. Please email me any questions that you have, concerns. If you need me to re-explain something, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, so next video, respiratory, woohoo! All right, have a good one. Bye.